Clark Kellogg and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and alongside us is Shams Charania, who will be hanging out and chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
And the starting group for Chicago. Trey Jones is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Muzelis. And it's Okoro in at small forward. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. And it's Carter in at center, filling out the middle. And the Magic this summer going and getting some shooters, Shams.
They've got some guys that can clearly fill it up. The headline move being for Desmond Bain, and then drafting Jace Richardson. They may not have that length we're accustomed to seeing at that guard position, but they have the depth when it comes to their shooting range. They still have Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner to hold it down on the wings.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Phenomenal positioning on the glass. Carter Jr. putting on his hard hat right there, not afraid to get those hands dirty.
Okoro outside. Simons outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he throws it down with one hand.
Showing the bounce. Simon says dunk.
Suggs outside. Pass to Carter. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
On the wing, Simons, guarded by Bain, and Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. The financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk, though.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
And Banchero gets it to go.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Pass to Suggs. Now Bain. To the paint. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
6 to shoot. Here's Simons. And there's another one for Chicago. And we've heard greats like KD and LeBron question ring culture in the NBA, Shams.
They both chased after championships as well, though. They've both gone after those rings. And so, for sure, counting rings, that definitely oversimplifies the legacy of the game. We have to see exactly how the player's body of work stacks up. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to have their take. And trying to influence public opinion is a tricky game. At the end of the day, people are going to look at stats. They're going to look at how many championships you win. They're going to look at the entire body of work. And rings culture is a part of that to an extent.
Yeah, think about the civic pride that comes to a city that an organization is in when they do win a championship.
Kevin Durant won 2 rings with the Warriors when he went there. LeBron James won 2 rings with the Miami Heat when he went there. So they both have gone and sought after that culture that comes with championship pedigree.
De Silva's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Bain. Fires the three. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bain something in rhythm.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." BA?
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. And reaching the NBA, a lifelong dream for MP. He's put in the work to get here. Spent a season in France playing for Paris FC to develop his skills.
And what better place to develop your skills than with Paris FC? Over the last decade, a ton of great French prospects have gotten their start there, and maybe MP might be the first American to jumpstart his career with them.
Simons outside. Back to Giddey. Pass to MP. Out to the right wing. Outside Giddey. MP looking around. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. MP's got 7.
Well, looking like a vet there. You forget how young he still is. MP with great awareness of the shot clock situation.
From deep, Banchero. The shot no good. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Bulls. They lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bulls.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the court for Chicago, Miller is out there with Jalen Smith. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's MP. And it's Giddey in at the point. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Sean.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. Wagner against MP. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Good work by Wagner there, taking advantage of a point-blank opportunity.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Is checked in for Orlando. Then for Chicago, Okoro is checked in for Miller. Anthony Simons comes in for Sexton. And it's Jones in for Giddey. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Shams, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of those traits increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
Orlando with the ball, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Shot clock at 5. Here's Black. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Black doing just enough to create space for the score. Really solid handles on display that time.
Wagner against MP. Back to Jones. On the wing, MP. The 3 ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. MP's got 10 points. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Desmond Bane comes in for Black. And a change for the Bulls. Collins, he's checked in for MP. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. All right, chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
Yeah, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk here? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Brian, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now here's Simons. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. Orlando with the rebound.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a group.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Now here's Suggs. Still without a bucket. The 3 from Bane. Simons with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Offensive board. And Collins with the slam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And here's Simons outside. It's rebounded by Batase.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Floats one up, and Simons with the lay-in. Simons got 5 points now in the quarter.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
A look here now at the Magic. You can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Magic.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this game?
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the 3, small forward. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
Elbow shot on the way. Banchero uses his size down there.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Jones, the pass to Collins. Chicago passing it around. Outside Jones, 6 on the shot clock. There's Simons with a 3. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, BA. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And that one's good. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Chicago has possession, following the bucket by the Magic. And it's Simons missing. Suggs with it. No points yet. Picked by Carter. For 3. He can't get that one to fall. Bulls leading by 9. Pass to Buzelis. 3-pointer, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Suggs has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Buzelis. Simons outside. Collins with a screen on Bain. Simons' shot is good.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
Outside Bain. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Bain. There's the 3. Jones grabs the board. 1:41 left to play in the third quarter here. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Making a switch here. Black's checked in. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. MP comes in for Simons. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Here's Bain. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And cleared for takeoff. Mr. Bain rising.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Jones misses. Magic trail by 9. Banchero in the post. Jones comes with a double team. Pass to Bain to the right side. Let's go with a three. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. MP inside. Black defending. Here's Smith. And here's MP. Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. And it's Bain with the rebound. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Orlando. 9-point game. Shots good by Black.
Impressive to see Black converting through contact like that. Showing you some strength right there.
From deep, MP. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Bulls out in front, up 10. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Oh, let's go.
Good words of praise from Billy Donovan, asking his team to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. We'll see.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. On the court for the Bulls, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got MP. Jalen Smith is out there with Miller. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Sexton in at the small forward position. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Fires in the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. 4-3. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
Suggs clearly on a mission right there. He went to the line looking for payback.
MP, the pass to Miller. Simons outside. Pass to Sexton. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3. Sexton. And the Bulls lead by 15.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Back to MP. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Batase. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Carroll finishes with force inside.
And this is why you must push Carroll out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for De Silva. And it's Desmond Bain in for Black. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Miller. Okoro is checked in for Sexton. And it's Trey Jones in for Simons. MP against Bain. Jones outside. Here's MP. Beyond the arc. Carter rips down the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And Carroll fires. Oh, the baby hook. Nice.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Carroll imposing his will inside.
Jones with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. And he nails it.
The strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now Carroll.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter to come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Now it's Jones. Collins a screen. Outside MP. Puts up the tray. And Carroll pulls it down. Magic trail by 12. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth. Not that time.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Outside MP. He launches. And Carroll pulls it down.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Bulls.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against Orlando.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Simons.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
Money from 3.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
So the Bulls win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everyone.